James Helder, IFL TV in association with MTK Global. With me I've got Declan Geraghty. We're here in Belfast on the eve of the big fight night. Firstly, you were scheduled to face Jono Carroll tonight on a big fight. Can you explain to us what's gone on and why that fight hasn't taken place?
Yeah, I met the fight. I'm kind of devastated not to be fighting. It was a big fight. We're fighting for the IBF in the Continental European, something down the lines of that. It's a shame I'm not on it because the media attention what it's getting for the fight. And I had to pull out because of a hand injury, which I wanted to talk a little bit about. Like, there's a lot of social media, a lot of stuff going on social media, on Facebook, between his family and then people, my friends who are supporting me. So I just wanted to clear a few things out here. He did an interview just the day before the weigh-in, turning around saying I'm doing a lot of talking on social media. I wanted to clear a few things up. Like, for example, he's the one who's been doing all the talking on social media. The only thing I've ever said was I want to fight him. Of course I want to fight him because I was winning the first fight. I believe I'm a much better boxer and I believe I can beat him. And I believe the rematch will happen. But he's been making a personal and saying about I turned around and said I want to fight him. He was like, oh, he's going to do this to me and do that to me and I'm going to point. So he's been doing a lot of shit on social media. The only thing I've ever came out with is saying I wanted to fight him. And recently, when I did pull out a fight, I turned around and said about, because I knew there was a lot of trouble going to come out saying I pulled out because of this, that and the other. I had a hand injury which was a forced to pull out. I could end my career. It was to keep training with it. I could only spar once every 2 weeks. I had to rest it every 2 weeks because it was swelling up so much. So the doctor told me I had to pull out of it. The tendons was pulling a little bit to the side. If it came all the way off, it was a serious operation. It could have been the end of my career. So I pulled out because of that reason. But I knew I was going to get stick over it by a lot of his fans and friends and family. So I just put it to him in the sense of I believe I'm better than him. So I said he put his purse up, I'll put my purse up for the next fight, and winner takes all then. So I did that, and then it's like I said, a lot of stuff on social media, and then I heard him turn around and saying about giving me stick about people who I fought. He hasn't fought anyone at all. He's fought Quigley, John Quigley, which all due respect, 13-0, great record before. That was his last fight. But besides that, he hasn't fought anyone else I fought. The last fella I fought was 19-0. I went to Scotland and won by over 8 rounds. Went to Scotland and picked up the title. He won a split decision in his home country against a foreign boxer. And before that, he hasn't fought anyone before that. He fought a fella on the Klitschko undercard he did, and he at the time he was 13-3. That was the big fella he fought. The fella's record now is 14-13. That's how bad the youngster's record is. That's how bad his record is. I fought James Tennyson, who I won every round besides the 2 rounds I got put down in. So going in after the 6th round, before the referee stopped the fight, which I don't think it should have been stopped, it was level going in the last 6 rounds, where I believe I would have overcome and beaten, which I will look to get a rematch that down the line after I beat Jono. And before that, I fought a fella over on Liam Smith's undercard who had a good record, but after my fight he fought Tico Martinez and lost on he got a draw against Tico in Spain, so obviously he won that fight. And the fight after that, he lost to a fella in Russia, a former world champion, who Lee Selby took his title off on a split decision, so more likely he won that fight as well.
Evgeny Gradovich.
Yeah, so he's talking about who I fought. My opponents have been bigger than his, and I still haven't stepped up to the level what I should be at yet either. So he's giving me stick about my opponents. I just want to clear these things out because people are... He turned around and said he's not going to talk much on social media because he had this fight come up. I know what he's like. As soon as he get a bit of TV footage, he will go at it. That's when he will pounce and try to give me loads, which he's already trying to do. So I just wanted to clear the air with these kind of things, like in the sense of, I know he'll after this fight now he'll start trying to give me stick. I have not been giving him stick. Listen, I'm a fighter. I want to fight anyone. I believe I beat him every day of the week. I should. You know what I mean? That fight was disqualified. He's talking about my chin. I took his best shot in the first round of the fight, and I fell back a little bit. I never went down. I went down. He took a good shot at me in the 4th round, and I buckled him again, and he fell against the ropes, and he held on. And from when he held on, I tried to push him physically off me, and that's when my head came. That's got disqualified. He buckled from my punch, and he's slagging me about my knockouts. He has one knockout. And he has one knockout. He's slagging me about my punching power. And now the fella he's fighting this fight is 14-13 with 11 knockouts. I've looked at the youngster's record. He's a Mexican. He's fought nobody. The people who he's beat have some of them have been debuts, and the people he's lost the second last loss he's at having is against a fella who has a losing record. I'm not being checked now on BoxRec as a losing record. So even this fella he's fighting now tonight, is a nobody, and he's giving it all about this, that, and the other, and he's concentrating his fight. And second of all, he came out with something saying, he came out in an interview with an Irish Irish boxing website saying about he turned around and said he has a feeling I'm gonna pull out the fight. He did an interview a while ago when me and him were meant to fight on a few weeks ago on a warm-up fight, and both of the fights fell through, and he turned around and said, I didn't see it at the time, but he put it up only recently, and he turned around and said, I'm glad the fight didn't go ahead in case I got cut or got an injury and would have pulled out the fight. So he's going on that, and then all of a sudden he did an interview about 2 weeks ago saying he has a feeling, trying to make himself out be bigger than what he is, saying that he has a feeling I'm going to pull out the fight. I have a feeling that Declan's going to pull out the fight, blah, blah, blah. He already knew he pulled out the fight. That was the funny thing. Like, he's going on like a fucking Eejit. He already knew he pulled out the fight. Because my team knew 3 weeks in advance that I pulled out the team, and he found out that weekend. So he did an interview with Irish Boxing website, he found out 4 days before, and then did an interview saying I'm going to pull out. He's a clown, like, he's going on like an absolute clown. I want to fight him. I believe I beat him all day long. He's the one shining on about on social media. He's gonna do this. He's saying, you won't be so pretty when I fight you. Blah blah blah. I just turned around and said, I haven't made it personal. I want to fight you, but he's going on about it. So I'm gonna say he's at the making it personal now between me and him. It's at the getting that personal that he wants to get in a war. Me and him have a scrap, and he's hoping that's what he's hoping for, me to get in the war. I'm gonna tell him now we're gonna fight in the new year. Unless he doesn't agree for it, because I'm at the saying, I'm at the telling my management team and my advisor that I want the fight. I've told him straight away I want the fight. I don't need a warm-up fight, I'll take the fight straight away. As soon as I get to go ahead with the hand, I'll fight him. I'm going to give him a boxing lesson. I'm going to give you a boxing lesson. I'm going to go, it's going to be a 12-round fight. It's meant to be a 12-round fight. I'm going to give you that much of a boxing lesson. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a boxing lesson, and I'm going to stop you from 10 rounds onwards. Maybe 9 of you. From 9 or 10 rounds onwards, I'm going to stop you in them last 2 or 3 rounds. You're going to get stopped. And it's going to be a boxing lesson. It's not even going to be a war, or it's going to be performance. My level to your level are totally different. I can't box. I'm a natural boxer. I can fight. I can fight as well, but I'm naturally a boxer. All you have is a good work rate. You're not a big puncher. You believe these lies. I've watched stuff before. Now I don't watch nothing of you because you talk shit, but I've watched stuff before you, and I realise that you say these things and try to convince yourself and convince others that you believe these things. You're not that good, mate. You're really not that good, to be honest with you. There's a certain level, and you're going to hit that certain level. The only thing is, you can thank me now, is that I didn't take it all before the new year. But after the new year, I'm going to take it all. And that's what's going to happen with you. Like, I don't hate you. This is a business, but you're making people believe these things, which you're trying to make me out to be a prick this time. All I've turned around and said, I've wanted to fight you, and without a doubt I want to fight you. I want to put things right, and I will put things right after the new year. So that, I believe that's what's going to happen. Like, that's what will happen.
Time span on the hand injury, you want to target this fight for early new year, but how long do you expect the hand to be back to full percent? And
also, I want to say is, before I'm not to get an injection in the hand, you have to give me a month and a half to have to rest without doing nothing with the injection. Hopefully the fluid's all going to come down, it's going to be normal. Also, on the likes of Facebook, a lot of his friends and family are trying to give me stick. I've actually told my friends and family not to bother writing back, because it's having a conversation with Eejit, small-minded people. This is how small-minded people are. I'm not sure, it's certain family members that turn around saying, I deliberately hurt my hand. So I didn't want to fight you. Are you winding me up? There's no more I want to do than fight you. Then you have people saying, put your medical records up and show us that you're at the hurt in your hand, this, that, and that. Why do I need to do this? Justify myself to use. I've shown my team, I've been in contact with my team, I've shown them, like I'm starting to do vlogs now at the moment. Go to my website for anyone who wants to see it. The last one I put up is about my hand, how badly swollen it is. I could only spare. Unless you're blind, you wouldn't know there's something wrong with that. Unless you're blind, you'd know there's something wrong with my hand. So go look at it. Like I said, Jono, the reason people haven't given me a stick, I've told my friends and family, don't bother running back. Do me a favour, don't bother running back. It's at the building up now that the fight was kind of going underneath the radar because Jamie fighting for the world title. Please God he wins, and Carl Frampton's first fight coming back on Paddy, so it was going underneath the radar, which is it's probably the biggest rivalry Ireland's seen in a long time, and that's what people are making out to be. So it was going underneath the radar. Now it's not going underneath the radar because everyone's talking about it again because I had to pull out. So probably a blessing in disguise next year. Blessing for you in the sense you're not going to lose your role. After the new year I'm going to take it. So it's just remember, like, for everyone trying to give me stick about I pulled out, I had to pull out. You know what I mean? It was either take a chance going into my career, ruining my career, and never had a fight again, or pull out this fight and make him bite what he's had to be biting at, because people had to be giving him stick and giving me stick, and he's biting at it, and it's too much in the media now to let the fight go underneath the carpet. I want the fight. That's the only reason I couldn't. The turn around trying to say I was trying to be smart by putting stuff in social. The only thing I put on social media was I put my purse up. You know how much money you get. I know how much money I get. But I always put a purse up, winner takes all. And then I knew he would turn around and say, had a feeling he would have turned around and saying, you might pull out $1,000. So I said, I'll put $2,000 up. If I pull out for any reason on my side, I'll give you 2,000 quid if you agree to fight me. Simple as. That was the only reason to it. Because I do believe I'll beat you. I do believe I'll take our title, and I do believe I'll take the whole purse then. So that's the only reason to it. So there's no good giving stick on social media. I want to fight. If you say you want to fight, the management team will make the fight straightforward. If the fight doesn't go ahead, I believe it's because of you, because I'm after getting onto my advisor and the management team who I want to fight you as soon as they get the go ahead. So hopefully the next big bill Carl has here, or Jamie has, whoever has it, we get on the undercard of it and we can be chief support of it. Like I said, I'm going to give you an absolutely boxing lesson. So you can give it all this, that and the other. I'm going to give you a boxing lesson, and that's the end of it.
Well, I'm glad you ain't been giving this too much thought. I'm glad you ain't been thinking about this too much.
It's
been eating you, isn't it? He has, but I can genuinely tell he's been
people
eating
there give me a stick now. I've thick skin. It doesn't bother me. I've thick skin. I can take stick all along. And I know it's just that he's been saying things and it's not true. And he's been on he's on a media. He's on a platform at the moment because he's getting this fight, so he's getting a bit of attention of it. So I know he's going to bite, and now he's going to do an interview with you later on. He's going to try to slay me. I don't give a fuck about him. I'll have I'm a lad from a deprived area, like himself, I assume. I'd have a fight in the streets. Do you know what I mean? I'm not afraid of getting in the ring and get a few fucking quid for them fight. I'll get on the street and have a knock if it comes to that. So he'll come on and try to give a bit of stick, because he'll have after the fight. I assume he's going to win. I hope he wins, because I don't want him to fucking lose. So I hope he wins. And he'll come on and give a stick. Listen, all you have to do. The reason why he's at the turnaround saying, I keep looking for the fight. It's not it. And keep people. He was taking this fight for the fans. He was saying he's not taking it for the fans. The reason he's taking it for the fight is because every time he's interviewed, my name's brought up on him. Every time he's interviewed, my name gets brought up, and everyone wants to know about. The reason why, because I was beating him, and everyone knows I'm a better boxer than him. That's why the fight has to happen, because he doesn't go nowhere without my name being brought up. It kind of reminds you slightly of Billy Joe and Eubank, because you every time they're talking, one of their names is coming up in interviews, and the reason my name's coming up every time he's interviewed is because I was beating him. I'm a better boxer, and the fight has to happen unless he pulls out. So you're not doing it for the fans, because I wanted the fight straight away after I picked up the loss. I tried to get the fight straight away. Even on social media, I turned around and said when he had after the prize fight, which I was happy for him to win. After the prize fight, I had a fight on Matchroom, and he had a fight coming up soon, and he didn't have a opponent. And I turned around and said, let Eddie make it, I'll fight you on it, you know what I mean? Even though it would have been, it's probably a good thing it didn't happen, because it was so much smaller platform that we're on now that it didn't happen. But he didn't even bite it, because he didn't want to fight me. He doesn't want to fight me. The only reason he's fighting, the only reason he was fighting me on this bill was because it was such a big bill. It had to be a good chief support, and it was realistic. If he wouldn't have gotten TV slot fighting this fella, if it was 8 or 9 weeks in advance, he wasn't going to get that slot. The only reason me and him were getting the slot was we were fighting each other. If I was on the bill and was fighting, he was fighting, I wouldn't have even gotten the slot on TV. It would have been in the first 44 or 5 fights of the night. So the only reason we were getting on it because it was a rivalry what everyone wanted to see, and it was built up great for TV. That was the only reason he was getting on it. So like I said, that's the only reason he got the TV. Both got the TV slot, because both are fine. So it was only happening every time he gets interviewed. My name gets brought up. So he's not doing it for the fans. He's doing it because he has to put it to bed. And which, when he does fight me, this fight will be put to bed. There won't be need of a third fight, because I'll give him that much of a. I'm gonna give him a whitewash. He'd be lucky to get 2 rounds in the first 9 rounds. He'd be lucky to win 2 rounds. He'd be very lucky to win 2 rounds out of him. So the fight will happen, because I want it. If you're saying you want it, go to your management team and say we'll get it on in the new year. There's no more talk about it. There's no need to talk about it. There's no need to back and forward, this, that and the other. It is what it is now.
Quite interested to see what Jono Carroll's going to say this evening, if everything goes alright and he is victorious on the fight tonight.
Like I said, he talks absolutely shite. He believes his own lies, and he's making himself out to be something he's not. Like I said, he talks shit, and I'm not annoyed with it, because he's doing what he has to do to get him there. But it's all bollocks. He's making people believe this thing, and he's like, he turned around in an interview and turned around and said, I'm the one doing stuff on social media, talking this. The only thing I did was I turned around and called you a clown because you did the interview knowing that I pulled out a fight. How much of a tick you are to do that interview with Boxing Ireland, knowing that I've already pulled out a fight, saying that you think I'm going to pull out a fight. That's how much of an arsehole you are. And I said you were a clown because of that, and I turned around and said, I put me and your person up. You're the one calling me a pussy and this, that and the other. Mate, I want to fight you. I want to fight you, simple as. And there's no, it's not about, you turned around and said, oh, I'm a fake this, or I want to look like a boxer. Listen, anyone on our team will tell you that when I first signed there, I will fight anyone. I turned around and said, listen, I'll fight even now when I'm expected to lose in the bookies or whatever. I believe I'll beat whoever I put in front. So I've said that to the team. And another thing, I'm going to give you a home truth here. It's 3 years this month since the last time we fought. And there's something no one knew about besides people in the camp. And I never went on, I'm not a fella to give excuses. This standard, I don't give excuses, don't cry about it. The fight happened and I picked up the disqualification. I never went on about it. As your teammates, as anyone in the camp, I broke my nose just before the fight I did. Tom Stalker broke the cartilage in my nose before that fight, and I still fought you. I never went down and said I couldn't breathe, I couldn't train properly, I couldn't do anything. I never went on about it. This is the first time it's ever been spoken about. So that's one thing. And also, we were training with middles and light heavies, and they were lapping me on the track. They were actually lapping me on the track, and I'm a great runner. I was overtrained. I actually tried to pull out the fight. I wanted to pull out the fight before it, and it wasn't because of you or because of anyone. I completely overtrained. I was getting lapped by middleweight too. I actually lap, and I won't bring people's name up, but people in the camp will tell you these are all facts. These are all truths. I was getting lapped on the track by middleweights, light heavies who are not even good runners, who are beating me, and I'm a great runner as it is. I broke my nose and broke the cartilage in my nose and couldn't get the operation until after our fight. I couldn't breathe through it. And plus, not once did I spare a southpaw to it. These are all things I didn't moan about and didn't cry about. But you're going on about this, that and the other, so I'm just going to give you a home truths. You got me at my worst performance of probably my life. Now you're going to get me at my best, and I am going to school you. There's no more to be said about it. So you come back with whatever you want to come back with. All I care is about you want to fight me. Don't give a fuck what anything else you say. You say to the management team you want to fight me, I want to fight you, we're getting on the new year. That's it. You say whatever you want on social media. Mate, don't even listen to the shit you talk about anymore, because it's that much shit. But I'm at to tell you a few home truths there. You fought fucking nobody, you haven't. Besides Quigley, and well done on the win, which was a split decision in your hometown. After putting them down twice and you still only won on a split decision, for fuck's sake, and you fought no one else. Listen, I haven't fought anyone absolutely great. Tennyson's ranked number 5 in the world, which I was schooling when I was boxing him, and I wish him all the best. And no one will disagree, I wasn't schooling him, which I was schooling him. Then I fought a fella 19-0 from Scott, went to his back garden and took the belt and schooled him over there. And then I fought a fella, like I said, who got a draw against Tico Martinez in Spain, who should have won and lost on a split decision in Russia against a former world champion, who he lost his belt to Lee Selby. I fought, the people I fought is bigger and higher level than the people you fought. And you're giving it this, that and the other, mate. Stop the talking, let's get the fight on, simple as.
Anything else you want to say? You
Done. Only 25 minutes there. But listen, it has to be said.
I asked him 2 questions.
Do you know what I mean? There, it has to be done. I've said everything I said. Listen, I want to fight you, like I said. Do me a favour and agree to the fight. If you don't agree to the fight, shut your fucking mouth and don't mention my name ever again. And stop being a ball bag. I hope you win tonight. And don't start trying to give all the mountain on social media, because it's over and done with now, pal. That's it.
Declan Geraghty, thank you very much for your time today, and we look forward to seeing this story develop from here on in. Thank you very much.
Thank you, pal.